Hey guys, it's your girl Carla. How you doing? Today I'm going to talk a little bit about depression and just how to cope with it. Now, I have been, as you know, if you've watched a couple of my videos by now, you know that I'm going through perimenopause. And the last 4 months have been horrible for me, like absolutely horrible. But I was able to get through it. I have my OnlyFans page, I have my YouTube channel, I have my Instagram, and all of the things that I've been doing to try to, get my mind off of the constant sweating. That it's constant. And I thought I was over it. A couple of weeks ago, the week before I went to New York, I was like, okay, it looked like it was slowing up. Then it was just nothing. Of course, then I get my menstrual, and I had that for like 10 days. Then with all the stress going on, I started sweating again. So now I'm back to where I was at 4 months ago, which is really starting to affect my mental health, I want to say. It's hard for women. Well, let me not say that. I'm assuming that I have a special case because for whatever reason, my fight or flight response won't shut off. And that's what the doctor had said to me last year, that it's just constantly revved up. Now, when I get under a lot of stress, as my body transitions into, menopause, the symptoms are, I want to say, aggravated by the stress. And it just makes it harder and harder for me to be able to function. So I'm not sleeping again. Every couple of hours I'm awakened by night sweats. And then I wake up and I'm like, I'm just going to stay up. And every 20 minutes, 30 minutes, all of a sudden I have another hot flash from head to toe. Now, I pretty much know the reason why that I'm going through this. I am currently, I want to say, homeless. Or not homeless per se, I'm in between houses. That's what we were going to say. I'm in between houses. I'm only here temporarily until I can sell whatever furniture I have left to be able to get the money up for the U-Haul to take the little bit that I have back to New York. So it's stressing me out, sitting here waiting for the marshal or the paperwork or whatever. It's really stressing me out. And I don't necessarily know how to, well, you can't really shut it off because, my body's doing whatever it needs to do, I guess. But I need to be able to calm my mind. But the process of trying to get myself to be able to calm my mind hasn't come yet because I have been so depressed. I literally have not gotten out of my bed since I got back from New York. It's been very hard. I spent just a whole lot of time crying, a whole lot of time feeling sorry for myself because, again, what did I say? In situations like this, as you get older, you reap what you sow. That this is 100% the truth. If I had made better choices, of course, when I go through something like this, I might not be doing it by myself. But it is what it is. And it also gave me a lot of time to think about some of the comments to the videos that I've been putting up. And I think it was you guys that helped me have this breakthrough. And I'm gonna tell you why I say that. Now, when I was in New York, the kid's father and I, we don't speak anymore. He stopped speaking to me over some bullshit once again. And this go round, I've just decided that I'm not gonna give him another opportunity to hurt me on any level. I've completely cut myself off from him. My kids are old enough now, they can deal with him, and whatever needs to be said, I guess they'll say it to him. When I say I'm done, I'm done. I'm done playing the games. I told him I'm getting off the ride. I'm done, because we can't even be friends. It's too hard. And I hate that. I hate the fact that we can't be friends. I'm used to this dance with him. You know, he gets mad at me for something and he just stops speaking to me, you know, or he pulls back everything. And I'm just not going to keep doing that. So I'm in New York and he texted me about our son. Why our son is not in Brooklyn, or why is he not with me? Why is he somewhere else? You know, he wanted to understand why I didn't inform him. And I gave him my explanation to the best of my ability. And I also explained to him that it wasn't, you know, I wasn't the one who changed the dynamics of the relationship. He did. So we're going to play it his way now. So it got into this texting back and forth. I'm like, I'm just not going to do that. I just don't want to do that. But it was something he said to me that it either broke something in my head or it fixed something in my head. But the fact that another person would say to me after everything that we've gone through that me intentionally hurt somebody else to get back at him, some bullshit. I was like, wait, hold up. In my mind, I'm like, you literally thought that I'm that type of person? Everything that I've sacrificed, that's the end result of the last 19 years that we've known each other? Got you. Heard you. So, what I did was, I said, you know what? You're going to have to speak to your kids about why the situation is the way it is. My children love their father very much, but they also understand what toxicity is. I don't have toxicity in my house because I don't have anyone I'm not bantering back and forth with anyone. It's just me. So I try to maintain a good, energetic environment for my family. So I don't argue. I don't like to fight. I don't like to, have all those negative emotions going on around me, because it's just not good. It just doesn't feel good. So I raised my kids that way. So they're pretty much the same way. They just don't like confrontation. They don't like that negative energy. And I realized that even now, even as recent as last week, I was still protecting him. And what do I mean by that? Allowing his feelings to take precedence over everyone else's feelings. And when I realized that I was doing that, and I told the kids, I'm like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm done. I'm really done. It's like something went off in my head. Something just snapped. And I had no idea that I was still subconsciously trying to protect his feelings. And if a person can have enough guts to tell me who hates I don't like hurting anyone. I don't like hurting anyone, but I don't ever do it intentionally. For him to say that I did this intentionally, for him to say something like that to me, yeah, we're not doing that. That was the needle that broke the camel's back, or it was the hump that broke. Anyway, y'all know what I mean. That's what did it. That was the icing on the cake. So it really allowed me to kind of look at myself and say, wow, I didn't even realize that I'm still doing it. I'm still doing it. And I'm like, why? I'm over here struggling. I am struggling. I don't have a job. I'm about to be homeless. I am going through so much in my life. And I don't have, a whole lot of friends. I have 2 friends, 2 female friends. I met one when I was 13. I met the other one, I was 23, I want to say 23, 24 when I met her. And we have been the best of friends ever since. So I have my small little clique. Because I don't have a vast circle of friends, I usually of course I'm gonna hold on to the people that are in my life dearly, and he was one of them. Despite the fact that we weren't together anymore, we were just friends, trying to co-parent, and now I just don't want to be bothered. Now he can handle everybody else's feelings from now on. I'm not protecting his feelings for anybody. He's gonna have to deal with that. So in making this realization, I realized that one of my videos that I did take down, by the way, was completely wrong. I definitely been programmed, I want to say, from a very young age to literally put men first. And even to the point where my thought process was basically fucked up. And I can admit that. I didn't even know that it wasn't my way of thinking, I want to say. And again, once he said what he said, it's like something kind of just snapped in my mind. And I had to really take a hard look at myself. Like, did I really say that on camera? Did I really say that on camera? Yes, I did. I can understand how it happened, because when you spend so long trying to be that I can't say that perfect partner or that perfect person, but when you're trying to outdo or outshine the rest of the world, you tend to get caught up in the direction that men want to give you. They talk about how their family life or their home life isn't ideal, so you become that ideal. If a man talks about, oh, my wife doesn't cook, or my girl doesn't cook, what do? We become the best cooks they ever had. If they say, oh, my girl is not giving me sex the way I want, what do? We become freaking like experts in the bed. Whatever a man would complain about, that's what I became an expert in. So it makes perfect sense that I would continue to think that, because up until recently, I didn't have another option to understand that maybe my way of thinking isn't right. But again, being on this journey and really discovering myself and discovering who I truly am inside, it makes perfect sense to me now that wouldn't be the type of thought process that of me now would have, who I am now. So that I had to deal with. I'm like, damn, I kind of really fucked up, for a long time. And because of it, I have no idea how I'm ever gonna have a normal relationship. It happens. I'm not gonna really worry about that right now, because I'm still in the process of learning myself and learning who I am and what I like and what I don't like. So I did take the video down. I felt that it wasn't the type of message that I wanted to continue to be a part of. I feel like women are beautiful, and no matter how hard we try, there's always going to be somebody that's not going to be happy with what we do or how we do things. That's clear. And the only thing I can give as far as advice is, if you've been in a relationship where you feel like you might have been programmed, where you think about their feelings first and not yours, it's time to come away from that. It's time to start thinking about yourself, because I promise you, when the chips are down, there isn't going to be anybody there for you, because of the decision that you've made to be with somebody who already has someone. So I am pretty much suffering in silence. I can't be mad at anybody else but myself. And now I'm working on the forgiveness part, to be able to forgive myself, because then maybe I can have a little bit of peace in my mind. Where my thoughts are my own thoughts. They're not thoughts that have been in my mind for so many years that I can't think anything else. I don't want to be that person anymore. I want to be the type of female where I think for myself. I feel my own emotions. I'm not going to vibe off of other people's emotions. I'm not putting other people's feelings before mine. I'm going to worry about me for a while. I'm going through this horrible situation. I have no idea what tomorrow is going to bring, but at least I'm doing it with no fear. My eyes are wide open and I know what to expect. Now, the hard part for me was what I was going to do with my dog, if you can hear her, because she's over there snoring up a storm. But my family had pretty much said that they didn't want my animal, so I didn't really have anywhere to go because my kids, they don't want my dogs with them. So I was looking at living in my car for a little bit because I'm like, where else am I going to go? And that was my option because I couldn't and wouldn't. And I know people can be like, you crazy? Are you crazy? Are you this? Are you that? Listen, before you start judging me, okay? I went and I put her, I went and looked for a no-kill shelter organization to put her up for adoption, and I was in tears when I had to do that. I was in tears because I don't want to do that, because my dogs and my cat are the only family that I have here with me now while I'm going through such a horrible transition within myself. This sweating thing is for the birds. It's for the birds. And when I say it's messing with my head, it is messing with my head very badly. Very, very badly. So it's sometimes depression can get the best of you and you just don't even want to get out the bed. You just don't even feel like living. So literally for almost 5 days, I sat here and I had a lot of time to think about what my life is, why it is the way it is. And I'm working on fixing it. It's just that I need a break. It would be nice. So I just wanted to let you guys know that you all are the biggest reason why I was able to finally fix that last little piece that like I said, I think either he broke it or he fixed it. But if it weren't for so many strong opinions, let's say that, some strong opinions there, but it was necessary. If I didn't have that to kind of be able to look at it and say, okay, well, maybe I'm not doing this right, or maybe I am doing this right, or just to have an option. If it weren't for you guys, I probably would still be in that same mindset, still subconsciously protecting his feelings. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm still going to be a work in progress, but I wanted you all to know and to say thank you for that, because I literally feel so liberated, because I don't have to worry about his feelings anymore on anything. There's no second guessing it. There's no, oh, well, maybe I should, talk to him first. No, I don't have to go through none of that. When I say I cut myself completely out of it, I'm completely out of it. Completely. Because, when I was a kid going through, my mother moving from house to house to house to hotel to hotel to hotel to motel. From the age of 11 to 13, I want to say, we lived in a motel in California for a school year, and then we left. Then we moved to Florida and lived in a motel for a school year, and then we left. And then we came to New York. So picking up and going is kind of, something that I'm already used to. It's not fun. I'm not happy about it, but at this moment in time, if I'm going to start my life, if I'm going to find who I truly am, then I have to ride this wave. I can't stop now. I don't even know if I'm halfway there, but I know I can't stop now. I just hope that when I get to New York things will start working out. I'll be able to find a job, and I am still doing my OnlyFans. It's just been really difficult for me this last week because of the simple fact that I'm constantly sweating, and I've just been so sad, so sad that I just haven't done anything. I couldn't get out the bed. But when my friend told me yesterday that she would take my dog and my cat so that I could stay with my daughter, that lifted a heavy burden off of my chest. It made me feel a little bit better. So I'm like, all right, I can move, I can function, I can finally breathe because something is finally going in the direction that I need it to go in. So I don't have to get rid of my animal. So that helped me out a lot. I got up this morning, I made my bed, I do the things that are normal. You really, when you're depressed, you just can't do. You just really cannot do. So I was down for a little bit, but I'm never going to be out because I'm not going to stop. And I understand that this sweating thing, hopefully once I get to New York, it will stop for a little bit. I can't really take any type of medication because that seems to be affecting me. Well, the one prescription, I'm not really sure about the other one. But it's not easy doing this shit by myself. This is not fun. But I earned it. And I earned it because I was dipping in somebody else's pond. So anything that I have to do in my life, I have to do it solo until God will bless me with a man of my own. And if I don't ever get it, I'll understand perfectly well. But if I do, I'll be in a better space and in a healthier mind to be able to love this man the way I deserve to be loved. And I'm going to take my time, and I'm going to be very, very careful because, believe it or not, I'm scared to death of love. I have screwed it up so bad that I am scared to death of it. That doesn't mean I don't want it. So make sure that in any relationship that you're in, if you happen to be the other woman, that your thoughts, that your decisions are actually your thoughts and your decisions. Because believe it or not, we do get brainwashed. Believe it or not, because it's our ability to be able to hold on to anything that would make sense for us to stay. So if he's not being cared for, men love to bring out that nurturer in us females. They know if they complain about their woman not doing this or their woman not doing that some of us, not all of us, because some of us are smarter than that, but like me, oh, she's not doing this for you, let me do this for you, let me show you, let me love you. And it becomes like a program. It just does, to the point where you're doing it and you don't even realize you're doing it. Like, that shit blew my mind. The moment I was like, I'm not doing this for him anymore, I'm done, it was like the light just went on in my head. Like, bing! Like, holy shit. I was literally still protecting his feelings and I didn't even realize it. Oh, hell no, I'm not doing that no more. So, just be mindful that your thoughts are yours and the decisions that you make are based on your thoughts and not something that may have been programmed in your mind. They love to manipulate. Just keep it 100 with yourself. Keep it 100. And hopefully, you'll find a way to find that voice, that inner beauty, and bring her out and say, you know what? I don't need you anymore. I'm good. She can have you. You know what they say, right? One woman's gold is another woman's garbage. So I just thought that was really, really interesting. And I hope that I'm helping by sharing my stories, because that's all I really want to do. That's the only thing that actually makes me feel good. And I wish I had the mental capacity to just make a video maybe a few days earlier, but I just couldn't. I really, really couldn't. I sat in this house and I've been going through it. All things must come to an end, even depression, because I am not going to I can't stay down for long. I refuse to stay down for long. I may not have a home to live in, but I'm not going to give up. And eventually things are going to go my way. And when they do, that'll be the start of my life. Well, that's not even true, because this is the start of my life. My life started 3 years ago. So I want to say that. My life started 3 years ago. My life started 3 years ago, not an extension of my parents' life. My life. And so far, despite the struggle, despite all this stuff that's going on, I am loving who I am. I am. And in order for me to continue to love who I am, I have to also look at who I am. And that means being able to, same way I get on here and make these videos about all the things that I've done, I get back on here and tell you just as easily that, yeah, my thought process might have been a little jacked up, but I'm getting it. I'm starting to understand, and I feel good. So I'm hoping that one day, whoever's watching this, if you are stuck and you just don't want to be stuck anymore, I'm telling you, once you get it, you're gonna feel amazing. You're gonna say, wait, why didn't I do this before? Yeah, straight like that. Because a lot of times, like I said, we do get programmed and don't even know it. So anyway, this is Carla Alexander. You guys know what to do. Don't forget to please share my videos. Don't forget to like them, because I can't be the only superstar out here. Okay, where are my Diva Queen Warriors at? I need my Diva Queen Warriors. The ones out here who are looking to empower themselves, who are looking for that rite of passage. And I guess that's what it was for me. Being able to finally see who I am, learn to love who I am, and not care about anybody else's opinion about me. So in me doing that, I changed my life. And it's a slow process. Like I said, it is snail slow, but it's going. And that's the only thing I can ask for at this time, is that. Okay. I look forward to your comments. And guys, thank you so much. You've been a big part of this healing process. And I hope and pray that we can continue to heal each other. I just wanted you all to know that I had this epiphany, and I feel the love. I really do. So let's keep it going. Let's be here for each other. That's what my videos are for. It's for us to learn and to grow. And yeah, sometimes y'all could be a little nasty. I ain't gonna lie. But it's okay.